Welcome to Drawing with Vince Mancuso. Welcome back. And today we're going to talk about the mouth and the barrel of the mouth. So we're going to focus on this particular area right here. Let me get there we got it. Right here. This particular section. Okay. And what I'm going to draw here is basically to show you is the barrel mouth. Okay. This is basically it's like a wine barrel, or the game, Barrel of Monkeys. That was very popular. Okay. And it's kind of like what's inserted in there. So that if I was to look at that, this kind of has this kind of a shape. Right? And then it's kind of divided like this, right? It's like, and it comes down the side here, right? So that this whole shape in behind here, right, like that, is out of view. All right? Because it exists inside of the skull structure. Okay, so if we think of the skull and we think of the eye openings like so, the nasal bridge like that, the cheekbone doing something like this, right? This section goes in here, and part of it comes to the front, but then the other part goes in behind. Okay? Like that. And then it comes down and connects to the jaw. Let me put that in black so that it can pop out, right? So that kind of the barrel mouth. Because it's not straight, you see? People, this is the tendency that people make, they just kind of draw the line as a straight onto the surface of the face, and in actuality, it actually has a form. It has a barrel form, a wine barrel shape, and this is very important, right? Because when it starts to move, right, those so many different key changes in direction because of its structure, right? And understanding that structure will help us establish how to build out the mouth correctly and consistently every time. Okay? Another little subtle nuance about the barrel is this. Okay? The top part of the barrel, let's see how I can draw this here, like so. The top part is pushed forward, right? So it comes forward. This is called the overbite, right? Check it out with yourself. We all have it. Your frontal part of the barrel of your mouth drops down in front of the bottom part. So what that's telling you is, if this is your axis here, okay, and you're coming straight down, right, and we're at this point there, let me just get that shape in there, okay. The bottom half is actually recessed, okay, so it actually starts back here, and now it does this. And drops down. Okay, so we get an overhang right here of the upper lip, hangs over, right, and thus casts a shadow underneath. From a side view, it would look like this. And then this would come forward, right? And then the bottom would go that way. And this would push in. Okay? This is why your upper lip always, hangs over. Now, the mouth can be also simplified into two letter forms, right? If you think of, and this is because of the characteristics of the lips, right? If you think of an M, right, and you basically flatten it, right, you get this kind of a shape. And if you think of a W, right, and you flatten it, you get this kind of a shape. Okay? So the combination, the MW combination, squashed, is basically the lip structure, right, of the upper and the lower lip. Now here's one of the key nuances, right? The upper lip is wider, all right? So that when you're drawing it and you're doing this kind of a thing, right, the W of the bottom lip sits inside it, okay, so that it does this kind of feel. Here to the sides, right, these little dimples, right, these dimples are basically removed skin, so that when the mouth opens and closes, nothing folds over, nothing catches. There's some flesh that's been taken away that allows the mouth to just close itself properly. All right. Now, because of this, right, because of this particular overhang, the upper lip always has shadow, and the bottom lip is always exposed to light from above. Okay, very important idea of the mouth. Okay, let me just draw my arrow a little better over here so that you can see the forward position of the upper lip. From the profile view and connecting to the base of the nose, the mouth has this kind of characteristic. So, you've got here like the eye canopy, right? You've got your eye socket, boom, slant of the nose. You get your right angle triangles, something like this. Ball tip. Nostril wings, right? The nostril wings never drop below the tip of the nose. Very important. And then what happens here is now your barrel mouth does. Your upper lip, right, comes forward, right, and around. And then the bottom lip turns inside, okay, and falls short, like so. Tucks in under the chin. Right? So you get this kind of trajectory. Right? You get this kind of slope, right? The upper lip, slopes outward, and the in for the bottom lid. Right? Once again, you can see why the cast shadow is always there. Basically, you know, the mouth has also a feature called the Cupid's bow. It is basically this. So you've got your upper lip that does a flattened M, a little space here. The flattened W underneath, which is kind of, this is narrow. This is wide. And then here you have what they call the Cupid's bow, right? And this central shape right in here attaches to the septum. Okay, that's very important because that's how the nose establishes itself. Okay, it attaches to the septum, right? It sets up the stage for your nostrils there and your bald tip sitting there. Okay, so this Cupid's bow, it has a valley. It ascends and descends. It gives you a center line right into the mouth, and it attaches to the septum of the nose. Let's take a look if I need any other things here to recap. Large profile, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, here's another key proportional point. And again, just in general terms, right? If we look at the front facial mask, okay, so here's our mannequin. There's the nose, right? Our eyes now, we can put them in. What you will find in the general proportion is at the center, you know, of the pupil. If you drop a vertical line straight down, okay, it should line up with the outside of the mouth on the upper lip, like so. This gives you your general proportions, right? Okay. And there you have it, right? Remember the M, flattened W. Remember the fact that it is a barrel, a six-sided barrel, right? Half of it is hidden inside the skull, covered by muscle tissue. There is an overbite, so the upper part of the barrel slides forward, right, and overhangs the bottom part. Thus, it creates a slanting angle where the upper lip moves outward away from the face and the lower lip moves downward into the face. It has shape, so it turns around, right? There's a front and two sides, okay? So the mouth is not flat. And there are little dimples on the side, just space, open space so that the mouth can open and close comfortably. And there you have the mouth made simple, guys, right? Simple ideas that you can use as a reference point to begin. Remember that this is not a replacement for observation. Observation brings in, you know, different nuances and uniqueness. This is a generalization. This gives you an average sort of concept around the general human head, okay, so that you can rely on it, cross-reference it, and check and you know, keep the checks and balances in place. Good luck. Have some fun. Let's draw some lips and some barrel mouths. Ciao for now.